Syphilis Miasm in the 7th house with Ketu aspect or conjunction, hormonal and planetary influences. The 7th house governs libido, sexual habits, sexual drive, and the external sexual organs, like the vagina and penis. It also relates to sexual preferences, the large intestine, the pelvis, lower back, kidneys, and gonadal hormones, such as estrogen and testosterone. When Ketu aspects or conjoins planets in the 7th house under the Syphilis Miasm, it leads to suppression of sexual energy, reproductive health issues, and digestive disturbances. Ketu's reducing influence causes detachment, depletion, and weakening of the body's ability to regulate hormones, libido, and sexual functions. Sun plus Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm, suppression of sexual vitality and hormonal imbalance. The Sun governs vitality and reproductive health. Under Ketu's influence, there is a reduction in sexual energy, leading to low libido, sexual dysfunction, and hormonal imbalances related to estrogen and testosterone production. The Syphilis Miasm further weakens reproductive health, potentially leading to infertility or reproductive organ degeneration. Weakening of kidney function and lower back pain. The Sun's energy is also linked to the kidneys and lower back. Ketu's aspect depletes this energy, causing kidney weakness and chronic lower back pain. Syphilis accelerates the degeneration of kidney function, leading to urinary tract problems and pelvic organ weakness. Physical manifestations, low libido, hormonal imbalances, and sexual health issues such as infertility or erectile dysfunction. Kidney weakness and lower back pain, leading to chronic urinary or pelvic issues. Mercury, Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm, nervous system depletion and sexual communication issues. Mercury governs the nervous system and communication. Ketu's influence leads to nervous depletion, resulting in low sexual drive, difficulty communicating sexual needs, and mental fatigue in relationships. Syphilis amplifies these issues, causing further mental confusion and inhibition in sexual communication, which may result in emotional distance between partners. Digestive issues linked to the large intestine. Mercury also impacts digestion and, in the 7th house, particularly the large intestine. Ketu's influence causes nervous indigestion and intestinal disorders, leading to issues like constipation or irritable bowel syndrome. Syphilis exacerbates this, resulting in chronic digestive problems related to the large intestine. Physical manifestations, mental fatigue and difficulty communicating sexual needs, leading to emotional distance and relationship strain. Digestive problems in the large intestine, such as constipation or irritable bowel syndrome. Saturn plus Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm, chronic suppression of sexual drive and emotional detachment. Saturn's restrictive nature, combined with Ketu's reducing influence, leads to suppressed libido, low sexual drive, and emotional detachment in relationships. The person may feel disconnected from their partner, both emotionally and physically. Syphilis worsens this by causing chronic reproductive issues and emotional numbness, making it difficult to form intimate connections. Lower back pain and reproductive health issues. Saturn affects the lower back and pelvis, and with Ketu's aspect, it leads to chronic lower back pain and pelvic stiffness. The combination of Saturn and Ketu under the Syphilis Miasm can lead to chronic reproductive health problems, including pelvic organ degeneration and urinary tract issues. Physical manifestations, suppressed libido, emotional detachment, and difficulty connecting with partners on an intimate level. Chronic lower back pain, pelvic stiffness, and reproductive health problems, such as urinary tract infections or infertility. Syphilis Miasm in the 7th house with Ketu aspect or conjunction, Moon, Jupiter, Mars. The 7th house governs libido, sexual relationships, external sexual organs, and reproductive health. It also affects the large intestine, lower back, kidneys, pelvis, and related hormonal functions, including testosterone and estrogen production. When Ketu aspects or conjoins planets like the Moon, Jupiter, or Mars in the 7th house under the Syphilis Miasm, it causes sexual suppression, emotional disconnection, and reproductive health issues. Ketu's influence magnifies the processes of reduction, detachment, and degeneration, affecting both physical and emotional intimacy. Moon plus Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm. Emotional detachment and sexual disconnection. The moon governs emotions and intimacy, and under Ketu's influence, there is a strong tendency toward emotional detachment, leading to a disconnection from sexual desires and difficulty forming intimate relationships. The Syphilis Miasm deepens this disconnection, resulting in emotional numbness and inability to express affection, often causing distance in partnerships. Fluid imbalance in the kidneys and pelvis. The moon also regulates fluid balance, particularly in the kidneys and pelvic region. Ketu's reducing effect causes fluid retention issues, leading to pelvic pain, urinary issues, and chronic pelvic inflammation. Syphilis exacerbates this, causing chronic fluid retention or dehydration in the pelvic organs. Physical manifestations: emotional numbness, disconnection from sexual desires, and difficulty forming emotional bonds in relationships. Pelvic pain, fluid retention, and kidney issues, potentially leading to chronic pelvic discomfort and urinary problems. Jupiter, Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm. Reproductive health decline and lack of vitality. Jupiter governs expansion and growth, including reproductive health. Ketu's reducing influence causes a decline in sexual vitality, leading to issues such as low libido, infertility, and reproductive organ weakness. The Syphilis Miasm accelerates the degeneration, resulting in chronic reproductive health problems and difficulty in maintaining hormonal balance. Kidney dysfunction and large intestine issues. Jupiter also impacts liver and kidney health as well as metabolism. With Ketu's influence, there is a weakening of the kidneys, leading to urinary issues, poor filtration, and large intestine problems like chronic constipation or inflammatory bowel conditions. Syphilis worsens these issues, making it harder for the body to properly filter fluids and regulate digestive processes. Physical manifestations: low libido, reproductive system decline, and infertility or reproductive health issues. Kidney dysfunction, urinary problems, and chronic large intestine issues such as constipation or inflammation. Mars, Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm, suppressed reproductive energy and sexual drive. Mars governs sexual energy, physical strength, and muscle tone. Ketu's reducing effect leads to suppression of sexual drive, causing low libido, fatigue, and sexual dysfunction. The Syphilis Miasm exacerbates this, leading to reproductive health problems, including issues like impotence or pain during intercourse. Muscle weakening and inflammation in the pelvis and lower back. Mars also governs the muscle tone in the pelvic region and lower back. With Ketu's conjunction, there is muscle weakness, stiffness, and chronic inflammation in these areas. Syphilis intensifies the inflammation, leading to chronic pelvic pain, muscle degeneration, and difficulty in physical movement. Physical manifestations: low libido, sexual dysfunction, and reproductive energy depletion. Chronic pelvic pain, lower back inflammation, and muscle weakening in the pelvic region, leading to restricted movement. Moon plus Jupiter, Ketu in the 7th house, Syphilis Miasm. Emotional disconnection and reproductive decline. The combination of the Moon, Jupiter, and Ketu in the 7th house under syphilis results in emotional numbness, lack of sexual drive, and reproductive health decline. Ketu's reducing aspect leads to a loss of emotional and sexual vitality, causing difficulties in forming emotional connections with partners. Syphilis worsens these symptoms, leading to chronic reproductive health problems such as infertility or hormonal imbalances. Kidney dysfunction and pelvic inflammation. The Moon and Jupiter influence fluid regulation and kidney health. Ketu's reducing influence weakens the kidneys, leading to urinary issues, fluid retention, and chronic inflammation in the pelvic region. Syphilis accelerates the deterioration of kidney function and increases the likelihood of chronic urinary tract problems or pelvic pain. Physical manifestations: emotional detachment, low libido, and reproductive health issues, including infertility or chronic hormonal imbalances. Kidney dysfunction, chronic urinary problems, and pelvic inflammation, leading to discomfort and long-term urinary tract issues. These planetary influences of Ketu in the 7th house under the Syphilis Miasm result in sexual health decline, emotional detachment, reproductive problems, and pelvic inflammation. With Ketu driving the suppression and depletion of emotional connection, sexual vitality, and physical well-being related to the 7th house.